Let's have a look. Administer influenza treatment. The patient's body is attacked by some kind of bacteria. Due to early symptoms, our diagnosis is inconclusive. Could be tetanus, but it could only be the flu. We don't have the thing to know exactly what it is. We will give him some more medicine, which is okay, because that's something we have a good stock of at the moment.
Sir, operation was successful. Sir, patient is cured.
And we've got the
Sir, patient is cured.
Pause. Just before the resources come in. Okay. Improvements. Was it this one? What was it? Healing, housing. Wasn't that one. Was it that one? Staff lodging. Improve. Yeah, we're just going to drag you out of there just to start this off. There we go. That should help with the rest quite a bit. Now that that's done, though, you can go back to work over there. We can see these. That's okay. Oh, we have someone working in that one too. Brilliant. We're about to get 2 of them done. The engineers are doing a great job. And that arrived just in the nick of time. We have some pending ones. So we need to stock our orders back up here. Yeah, oh. No VIPs? Nope, that's good. We got it. That is good. So who's... Let me save. I'm very pleased to see that crash hasn't come back with the upgrading soldiers bit. Oh, it's not there. Hang on. Where is he? So this is our engineer who's slightly tired. So he's currently playful. Decreases construction time. Morale increases when they work. Tires significantly slow when working solo. That's useful. That is useful. Can we see? We can't see his other things, what he prefers. So if I go... Oh, I can't come out of the screen either now. So we have to click on this now. Well, the construction time one's good. The morale increases. We seem to be managing for that. I'm going to go for dependable. I'm going to go for dependable. I have no idea when he'll be working solo, but we'll just assume we get some benefit when he does. Don't use dependable. He works. Does he work? Oh, because of the playful thing. Yeah, but I just don't look at that. And the reason I don't look at that, oh, wrong one, is because when you go in here and onto assignments, and they absolutely need this so you can mouse over it, and you can see those traits here, rather than having to go to staff, to engineers, to find the name of the guy, to look up this, and then go, right, okay, so this is what he likes, and then go back into here, and then try and find the thing. It needs to be visible from that assignment screen. Either a mouse over, or you can directly click on them there and see the traits. So I do forget those things. But you were dead right. I shouldn't have taken that one. But anyway. It is what it is. The trait system in this is a nice idea. They just need to be more visible. And quite often, because we can't leave them in the roles that we assign them because they get exhausted and we have to go in and out and take them out. Then we have to remember the names to put them back in because we can't see that their traits and preferences properly. It needs a bit of a rework, I think. The idea is good with it, but it's just not quite there. I do still have the save, actually, there. We'll load that back in, which should be right there. And because we saved it just before, because of the crash, potential crash, we'll change that. Good idea. Thanks, Cron. All right, let's alter that then. So let's do this again. Work slightly more efficiently with others. This is different. Right, so uses less resources to produce food, rations, and alcohol. Uses less resources to produce medicine supplies. And I can't... Oh. So I now can't go into the staff thing to see if he prefers to work in the engineering depot or in the pharmacy, to then see his other preferences, which is now kind of critical in choosing this one to this one. Because if I pick the one that says likes to, well, if he doesn't want to work in the engineering depot, then he does not want this, right? He doesn't have preferences. Does it say that? Where does it say that? Or are you just going from memory? I could keep loading. Keep loading until we get something that we want. Just going from memory. I'm going to pick... I mean, they all do construction, so I'm going to pick that one. Because it's a safe one, and it doesn't matter what I assign people to. That's always going to come in useful, and there's no negatives with it.
Patient is cured.
So I think that is the right one to pick. This guy is a +1. I'll reassign him. We'll just get the orders. 12 orders. Oh, 12 drafts coming in. And someone's exhausted. So is that a nurse? It is a nurse. We don't have any spare capacity for that. That's a tough one. Because these are managing to get by without becoming exhausted, which is good. I prefer to work in the operating ward. No, those are my 2 operating ward specialists, so I'll just have to bring her out. It's okay, we'll just have no rehab for a bit. Which is okay. I think we're in a situation where we can afford it. We've got lots of this queued up. And all that happens is people just... They don't die in there, they just don't get pushed out. So, until she's rested, I think we can afford that.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Okay, the trauma thing needs doing. I don't think he's going to survive, is he? He might. Yeah, we need that trauma upgrade doing. So, as soon as the engineering depot is fixed, and it's coming on quick now, which is nice. We'll get on to that. 2 patients? Oh, okay. Right, this might change the way we think about this. God, this guy is a legend. He's going to cure all these people before he needs a rest. Shorter rehab. Thank you very much. Which patient is it? Oh, he's not the VIP. Okay. Oh, and someone's tired in casualty clearing as well. Is it nurses? Is it medics? It's medics. He does like to work in there. He would prefer to work in there, so he can go in. You can go for a rest. The cemetery stuff is those guys just aren't tiring, so that's okay. And we'll put you in there on the 2nd shift. He'd prefer to work in casualty clearing. Would he? He's happy where he is. I prefer not to work in casualty clearing. Right, well, we'll swap those 2 over then, clearly. Yeah. That text is so small. Give the nurse a Red Bull. That's a good idea. Give her some cocaine. I mean, I think that was a thing in World War I, because drugs were legal at that point. At least I think they still were at that point. Because I know at the start of the war, you could send soldiers on the front a hamper containing cocaine and stuff to give them a bit of a boost. A bit of a pick-me-up. A gift from home.
Sir, operation was successful.
You buy hampers in Harrods, apparently.
Sir, operation
Right,
was
we better just have a look
successful.
at this. Oh, we've got someone else. Right, he's not going to live. Unless I switch them round. In which case they will. So if I put him right at the front, he goes to the front. This is okay at the moment. You can go straight in and just get straight to work. I'm going to have to get my engineers back on producing this, but we are okay just for the time being. Morale went up again when you assign them to the places they like to work on. Yeah, it's nice if you keep them in there. It's a nice bonus.
Sir,
So
medics are on the way.
this is nearly done. The engineering place is nearly done.
Sir, operation was successful.
And then we can start getting engineers into lots of other exciting things. The nurses. You're fine. You can go back to work now. I would like another nurse so we can do a 12-hour shift system there. Come on. This is the engineering one, right? Yeah, then everything increases. That's beautiful.
Sir.
That sounds like something major about to happen. Right, so the engineers that are currently resting. This is the chemical ward enhancement. And then there's the staff lodging, additional amenities, and the trauma ward enhancement. The staff lodging one, that was what we wanted, wasn't it? He wants to work in the engineering department. Not yet. Let's get these people thrown in there. 3 hours. Cool. Other one's nearly done.
Sir, medics reached the advanced dressing station.
Right, this isn't working, is it? No, it's okay. There's nothing, there's no fighting going on. Chemical ward enhancement. That was the chemical ward? Okay, that was the chemical ward. That's okay. We need the trauma ward doing as well, but the reason I wanted that was to get this one. Increases the chances of simplications in chemical and surgery by 50%. So we need to save up 5 orders, which we should be able to quite easily when these people get turfed out. So throw all these. No VIPs. I need to go and see where that VIP is, actually. I'm going to throw all these in. These drafts are going to be great. Yeah, the light system we can hold on to, can't we? Let's go to this again. So the engineers. We're working on the staff lodging. The trauma ward enhancement could be, I think, this. This is being produced. This is excellent. So they are working away at this. We don't need to worry about energy. They will rest on these big projects. So that's okay. It's, what, 2 hours 14 for this. That's okay. I'll leave them on there. Then we'll move them into the trauma ward. Now, what was I about to look at? The improvements. What does it cost to get that? Ah, the 5 orders. Okay. Nice. We've got lots of stuff going off, but I think we used that well. There's no point letting that get banked and wasted. Oh, the VIP status. Good call.
Sir,
is he still in here? Yep, he's still in here. He's still on the operation. It'll give us an... Oh, hang on. It'll say on here. It was Alistair Young. He's nearly done, so we'll remember this time. This is going to be fine. We save the game again. Because this time, we've got a doctor. He's a surgeon, John Curry. He's already given up the medical profession, but returned to it when war broke out. So, morale increases when they work. Works significantly better because he's ambitious. Works more efficiently, is not affected by negative trait effects. And significantly raises chances for operation simplification. That sounds good. Perviterin, which was some kind of MDMA. Was that some drugs or something that they were used, Halloween? For perking up nurses that were too tired. When you stack the assignments, if you're sending soldiers one by one, they eat into cargo trains, so it's better to keep them on the left. Is that right? And bundle them together at the same time when they're all awaiting assignment status. Ah, okay. Right. That's another mechanic I wasn't aware of. Thank you. So I'm thinking... I just don't know how this relates to anything. This sounds like a good choice. Is not affected by negative trait effects. Do you know what? I'm going to go for that. Let's get as many simplifications going as we can, because I like the effects that they give. Oh, it's ecstasy. All right.
Sir, doctor is
Give all our
starting
nurses some E. Maybe give the patients some. Seems the bullet flew right through. Understood. Reduction in time. So let me go back to this then. And if I do this... So this, you reckon this eats into cargo trains? Is that what... hang on a sec. That's empty now, right?
Successful.
Good. So, we'll do a job lot when we need them.
New patient arrived.
That's personnel. Are those... Oh, I don't know. Do they not just schedule extra trains on? Do they actually... Because I see there's fewer trains coming now here. Well, okay, we've got 5 trains there. There's 3 cargo and 2 personnel. I don't know what the personnel trains actually do. So those personnel numbers don't seem to match up. And these were all going to send to HQ. So if I put all these in, let's see what happens. I have noticed some of those trains are sometimes cancelled. That made no difference to that. Only 5 trains at one time? I'm sure there's been more than that. I'm sure we have seen some that are, like, cancelled, taking up space. But they shouldn't affect trains, because these personnel are leaving, whereas the trains come in with their stuff anyway, so I don't know. If it is a mechanic, it's a strange one. What have we got? Shorter rehab time? Nice. Fortunately, it seems all the burns caused by the gas are superficial. Oh, fortunately, not unfortunately. Nice improvement. We'll take that one, definitely. We've got engineering stuff. We've got people waiting, doing nothing. I'm sure we have. Engineers, yeah. This is the trauma ward enhancement, which we absolutely need. So who is the one? Oh, him maybe. He maybe reduced construction time, did he? Possibly. And those guys on there. And then once this is all done, we can actually get people back to work in here where they really need to be.
Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Good stuff. Get it built, folks.
Sir, operation was successful.
If you're not wrong, before the last battle at Chapter 1, we have 8 trains on schedule. It's not altered anything here that I've put in, so I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. I can't spot a pattern with it. 2 doctors are waiting for new assignments. Oh, there are people waiting. God damn it, I didn't realise. Stable. Okay, the old chemical ward is starting to look a bit... We could hire a guy. Except that we don't have enough points. It's trauma. Okay, you can go straight in, by the way. Trauma is still the long one, and we're going to lose someone there. It's always long. Chemical is not so long, generally. What if I take him out? I keep him alive. See, this is more complicated. He's currently all right. He dies if I do that. He's probably going to die. It's an exhausting operation. There's a high chance of failure, and it's certain to be complicated. Sadly, he's just going to have someone hold his hand and And sung nursery songs too, I think. Oh, the VIP finished treatment. So we were supposed to release him to release from duty, weren't we? That's what we were supposed to do. He requested to be allowed to return to the front. They want him to be released. Let's make sure that is the case. Release from service. No, I don't know that this is affecting the trains at all. I'm not sure. Let's see. We want the medic team's exhausted. These are fine. These guys can swap out. Well, this is managing okay here at the moment, so that's good. Send him back to Hawaii. That would be a nice break from the Western Front. Right, let's put this on full speed.
Sir, medics reached the casualty clearing station.
Okay, things are looking up. Do I order...
Sir, patient is cured.
the chemical or the trauma guy then? Because we can have either. Scouts are ready? Thank you so much. Preview teams. So, Escape from Paradise. That's a refugee thing. The Monastery Life. Assign them to the Monastery Life.
Scouts unit have started a new mission.
So long sending the Scouts out. That's something I could maybe look at
Patient
upgrading.
is cured.
Oh, good. Excellent. This is going up. And the engineers. Nearly finished the trauma. Someone must be resting on there.
Sir, patient is cured.
It's okay. No one's in there. So at the moment, everyone is going to live... Yeah, because we assigned someone to the dustbin, didn't we? Okay, we just need to hope things go right. Actually, we might have a spare engineer now. No, it's just that they're resting. Fair enough. They do kind of need to. Yeah, go on. I'll let them rest up. They can do their thing. It's going to get built.
Patient is cured. Sir, HQ sent us an additional squad of soldiers straight from Britain. There is also a dispatch for you, sir.
What did they send us? Understood. Reinforcements arrived. +6. Oh, it's for this. Okay. Right. Okay, so that's... I wish we could see what the... Hang on. No, I can't click on that. Or that. So...
Sir, operation was successful.
Did I just... I didn't realise I could rotate the map. You hold the right mouse button down, you can spin it. I'm not sure how useful that is, but it's there if you want it. Right, what have we got? We've got a lot of orders coming through. It's not long till we're releasing him. He's experienced, so I'm going to put him back in there. Because we have this, which is looking good. For now. Refugees. The dust on the operating ward is me upgrading it. I'm not sure what that was all about. Let's just slow this down a second here. This just reeks of Epic Games intervention. With all the weird UI. I'm playing this. This is the Steam version, but it is on Epic as well, I think, isn't it? We've got... Alright. We've got a ton of resources. We've got some things built. We've got another option up here. Right, let's pause and save because there's some choices to make here. Let's go take a proper look. So we've got this. This is our tunnel we were digging, right? Wait until the tunnel is completed. Oh, do I need to... Oh, here we go. Dig in the tunnel, the Zeppelin. Our calculations are correct. Our tunnel is approaching the fallen Zeppelin. The engineers predict that the tunnel should hold the additional weight if they use additional supports, but they cannot be sure. We could try digging around it just to be safe. Excuse me, but this will require an additional workforce and food for working soldiers. So a tunnel below. Send 2 engineers for 24 hours. Spend 500 resources for additional supports in the tunnel. Tunnel will be in a better shape. Tunnel around it. Spend 250 and 10 food. Be in a better shape, but there's an increased chance of soldiers getting injured. Leave the decision to Angus. Oh, God. 2 engineers for 24 hours. Go on then, I'm going to spend it, and I'm going to try and do the best that we can for this. In staff lodging. Okay, it seems expensive, but I'm going to do it. Right, at this point, we can actually do some...
Patient is cured.
We can do some upgrades, so let's go and look at that. What is it that we needed? This, I know this is working on... Oh, it was one of these, wasn't it? Absolutely, and that's not too expensive. So, I will send one guy to start on this, just to get it going. But then we're going to nip over back to that. And we're going to get the trauma ward done, so I can finally hire my trauma specialist. There's no one at the... Is there not? Yes, there is. Okay, he should be doing that job. Don't know why he's not, but he should be. What happened to the memorial? Okay, so it's nearly full. Oh, it scrolls. It did scroll. It scrolls a little bit. Come on, engineers. We are nearly there. The operation was easy. Morale rises. So far, leading up to the first battle, we're in like good condition. 3 doctors are waiting for new assignments. Oh, goddamn. Okay, I'm now thinking that the trauma is not so bad. He's going to die. He's getting worse faster, so if I switch those round, they live. So it's trauma or chemical. And this is now a tough choice. I don't think we can save this guy. He'd have to go in now. I don't know what condition this guy is, or how long that operation is going to take. I can push you forwards. Yeah, I'm very sorry. Very sorry. Very, very sorry. Okay, did we get that done? We did. Highlander's returned back to his home in Hawaii. I sent Young back, yeah. Let's see. The engineers, who are now having a rest, are going to get... What was it I was upgrading? Oh, the chance of simplifications, wasn't it? This was the... Yeah, that's going to be nice. Okay, well, I'm going to go with my gut feeling, and I'm going to hire an additional trauma specialist. And I have to hope that this is the right choice. Because we've wanted that for a while. And if the loads of chemical burns come in, then we're going to be overwhelmed, unfortunately.
Sir, patient is cured.
Let's see. Well, there's a +3 for the orders. He's got loads of experience. I've no idea how much it matters. I'm going to do it like that. He doesn't have so much experience. We'll send him to HQ.
Sir, new patient arrived.
Who have we got then? Oh, God, it's the chemical burns with... Have I misjudged it? Have I misjudged it? It's too late to do anything about it now. We just need to hope we get some more of these. And then we can have a chemical specialist too. And I do feel like that would be useful. You want to go to Hawaii at some point? That would be nice.
Sir, new patient arrived.
I've been around the US, but I've never been anywhere in the Pacific. No, I have been to the Pacific. I've been to New Zealand, but that is not quite like Hawaii. Beautiful country, though. We were looking at the medics, were we? Close to collapsing. There we go. That's good. They need... At the point of collapse, they need 8 hours of rest. Oh, hang on. Have I not changed the shifts? No, they're both on the same shift. There we go. Three doctors are waiting for new assignments. Oh, there's another trauma. Good, good, good. Yeah, I think we did right getting the new trauma ward guy, because these are massive, long jobs. Terminal. We may as well get them both in. I think we can see them straight away. Okay, we managed to keep on top of that and that.
Sir, medics are on the way.
It's going to soon be time to set my engineers off to working on these again and some booze.
Sir, patient is cured.
This must be a tired nurse, is it? She's exhausted in rehab. That's fine. We'll take her out for a rest.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
So the 12-hour shifts things are working okay in the operating ward.
Operation was successful.
And in there, actually. Patient Sang-Chi died after being denied admission. Oh, that was the chemical one. 2 new patients. They're both stable. He's good, so I guess we put you in there. And you in there. And that's fine. I'm waiting for the nurse to recover. There's a... Oh, and let's get that one. Patient's wound is unexpectedly clean and there is extremely low chance that we get infected. You could save some medicine supplies if we omit cleaning it. So omit cleaning up the wound, and it's a shorter operation. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll do the lazy way. We'll just give it a spray with some Dettol and say, it'll be right. Right, let's see what this is. Let's save the game. A group of refugees came to the hospital. They asked for permission to take refuge here. They have women and children with them. Taking them in may strain our resources, but many of them will not survive the further journey. So this gives me plus 10 civilians, which is morale, if I send them on. I'm guessing we have to feed them. I'm going to guess that's the thing. They're away. So these guys are still working on the gangrene removal equipment. I want my engineers back. My god, this fight looks a lot harder than this fight, doesn't it? That might be something to worry about.
Sir, doctor is starting a new shift.
Right, let's go to the canteen. Food rations, normal rations, current supply and consumption. People to feed, 33. Hungry people and starving people. So I go in here. Can we change it for... Got civilians. I've got 40 civilians to feed. Huh. Can we change? Can we not feed the civilians quite so much? I can put everyone on half rations, but that's going to be very costly. I need to get producing it, so as soon as the engineers are done with that, which is very soon, we can do that. I am the Red Cross after all. Nah, not quite. I'm a military hospital, so it's not quite so generous, charitable. Right, I'm going to have to pay this, aren't I? Conduct an additional sterilization. This patient has lice. We should perform additional sterilization after his operation is concluded. There have been loads of patients with lice. Absolutely loads. I don't think sterilization is the cure for lice. But we have to do it, so... But we can afford to do it, so that's also okay. Come on, I want to get that thing finished. It's nearly done. And then we can either look at upgrading something else or just getting people to work. So the gangrene removal is done. Let's have a look at the improvement situation here. So we've got... Did my other doctor ever turn up, by the way? I think if we go to production, what we're going to have to start looking at is how to feed people. This provides a truck. We don't have any use for the trucks at the moment. This allows storage of more medicines, which is not a problem at the moment. This allows more production stations, which is good, but it's expensive to build. That allows for more alcohol production. This one, food production stations. Ah, this might be the thing, look. Decreases the amount of food used by all rations by 10%. For 5 orders and 400 resources. I think that's what we're doing. And then, okay, let's do that. Let's improve that. And we're going to put those 2 in, I think. Do you know what? I'm going to put them all 4 in. We'll get it done really quick. And then that's an instant improvement there. Hey Mark, how's it going? First time you've watched you live, but I've been seeing plenty of your videos over the years. One of the reasons I subscribed to you was whilst I was watching you play Hearts of Iron 4, you told a story of you and your mate getting drunk whilst playing Legends of Valor. I loved that game back in the mid-90s. I've never heard anyone else mention it before. You play a lot of games I enjoy, but you mentioning Legends of Valor made me happy. I was just thinking of Legends of Valor this morning. That's so uncanny you mentioned that. For those that don't know, let me see if I can find some pictures of this. This is an absolute legendary game that nobody has heard of. It was back in the 90s on the Commodore Amiga, published by US Gold. This is it. Absolutely amazing game, which, let's bring this screen up here. Can I bring that up? Oh, it's a YouTube video, right? I'll just pause this. Hang on. See if we can see there. Just want to show you what this was like. So this was a first-person role-playing game. And this, it looks really basic now, but think this was in the 90s. And you created a character, and you were sent to this city that was, as soon as you arrived, it was put into quarantine, the plague had arrived, and basically it meant you just weren't allowed to leave. But you'd gone there looking for your cousin, I think, who'd gone ahead of you to look for work, and you were supposed to be joining him. And when you arrive, you go to the first tavern, and he's left a note on the notice board saying, still waiting for you, it's brilliant here, love it. I found some work at this shop or whatever. And you basically set you're on a trail going around the city trying to find out where he's been, what he's done, what's happened to him. Meanwhile, you have to live and work in this place. You can take on missions for like the Thieves Guild, the Fighters Guild, some of the temples. There was, there's all sorts of monster stuff roaming around. You've got to live properly in it, so it's got day and night cycles. You've got to rent a room in an inn, and the rooms have different conditions. The more expensive ones, you're usually less likely to get lice and stuff like that. You have to buy your meals and your drink. If you go out at night, you'll see citizens like this guy turn into vampires and werewolves. You've got a corrupt city guard, which will arrest you for anything. If you're caught looking through windows, you get arrested because you haven't paid the window tax because you're not the owner of that property, for example. You could break into places. It was absolutely amazing for the time. And I was just thinking this morning, if I could have one game remade from the last, say, 30 years, but remade properly with today's graphics and fix the bugs in it, because there were a few bugs, it would be this. Because I really missed it. It was just amazing. I never finished it because one of the quests I tried to do for the Thieves Guild was bugged. And this was before the days of the internet and patches, sadly. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. going around questing. And everyone in the city would have their own time cycle as well. So when it got to a night, they'd walk to the pub, they'd bet on the cockroach racing, they'd go home afterwards to their houses, and you could take part in all this gambling and stuff like that, and you could get absolutely pissed in the taverns and then try and get home and probably get arrested by the corrupt city watch. In fact, one of the missions for one of the temples was to go to this particular tavern on an evening, drink about 6 pints of whatever it was, and then try and stagger home without getting arrested. I'm sure that was the mission for one of them. And I loved it. It actually felt like a living, breathing city with its own underworld and loads of stuff. It was an amazing game, and very few people have ever heard of it. And this was back in the days when games came in a box, right? And this one came with a big map of the city. And it was big. It was the city, because it was the entire game, it was the size as some of the bigger cities in Skyrim, maybe a couple put together with loads of underworld stuff. And you had a list of all the shops and stuff down the left-hand side of this map, or on the back of it. There's like Sven's Outfitters and Snorri's Ships Goods Services and stuff like that, and trading places. And there was a newspaper cut out from the city, the City Gazette or whatever it's called, and you had to try and read through the adverts in this thing and try and work out where each shop was before you found it in the game, and then you could mark it off on the map, and then it was just a useful thing. It was just such a great game. Everything about it, from this map and box and the stuff that came with it and playing it, it was just amazing. And I mean, go and watch this fella. I don't know who he is, Darkan. It looks like he's been playing it in this. This might be in German though, but look it up. It is a really, really, really cool game, and I wish it was either get remade, which it won't, but I wish it just got more recognition, because it definitely deserved it. So yeah, me and one of my friends, I mean, I was probably still in school at the time. We got drunk on some leftover beer and half a bottle of sherry that my parents had had from Christmas. And we played that into the early hours. I should do a Let's Play of it. I don't even know if I could get it on a system where it would run anymore. Maybe on GOG, they might have it. But, yeah, Legends of Valor. It was one of my favourite games of all time, because it was one of those... It just advanced the genre so much. We used to open world games and stuff now, like the Skyrims, the Elder Scrolls stuff, the Witcher stuff, where you can go and do lots of things. But this really was one of the first things where you didn't follow a defined path, and you could just do what you want, and the rest of the city was doing its own shit as well in its own time. And I loved it. I loved everything about it, apart from the bugs, sadly. There's only a couple. But there was a big one that stopped me finishing it. Anyway, thanks for that, Mark. That was a nice walk down memory lane. Yeah, it's funny that I was just thinking about that earlier and you mentioned it today. Right, anyway. Sorry for the introduction. Sorry for the interruption there, folks. Just going down a nostalgia trip.
Sir, engineers reached the construction
Right, it did
site.
mention new patients there, didn't it? So what have we got? We have the new guy in here. Excellent. We can fix this up. So let's put him... We're going to start using a lot of trauma things now, so we're going to have to start producing that. But our trauma doctors are going to see to this. That's going okay. It's fine. Oh, there's still another one. Let's put him in there. He can see 3 because he's well rested. So... That's a long shift. He's doing a 33-hour shift there before he has a rest. I would say he would be exhausted after that. I think that's probably fair enough.
Successful.
What was successful? Operation successful? I think it was operation successful. Right, that's about to upgrade, isn't it? So, the engineers... Yeah, they are being sorely missed at the moment. But when they come back, we can get the alcohol, and we better get these going. And that's going to take everyone. And possibly the food. Let's see what the food situation from the train is. So we've got rations coming in. It's not a lot of rations, sadly. There's lots of resources coming in, though. So I could do with more stuff. Always do with more stuff. We better start slowly trickling out food. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem there. Schedule a normal recovery or a shortened recovery. Patient's body... The gas poisoning was not as severe as predicted. We're going to go for the morale rise. Because I want to bank this for when we have to go on half rations later. I know that's coming. You advised to buy some extra supplies. That might be a thing, because we're not going to produce them fast enough, are we?
Sir, medics are on the way.
We might be able to get a very tasty upgrade. Let's see what the situation is. Oh, are we waiting for a nurse? Ah, we were waiting for a nurse.
Medics.
Because no nurse is currently waiting there. Let's fix that.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
Let's see, what have we got? Preliminary analysis indicates the patient's mental state is stable and could recover if given enough time away from combat with no need for any additional medicine. This is a 64-hour rehab. That's mental. Literally, in this case. If we go normal procedure, it could be something that comes back. I'm going to do it. We currently have the space, so
reach the rehab.
We are going to have to churn people out of that, though, aren't we? I'm going to leave these in. I'm going to try and not dispatch these until this is gone, because I don't need the orders, I don't need morale, and we might need the combat strength, although these aren't particularly well suited for that. But we're going to see what the situation looks like by the time they recover. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see what this is. I'd love a quick save button. If devs ever listen or see this, I would love a quick save button added in. I was going to quickly look in here, because I thought that had happened. And we're just going to put him straight in there. Yeah, I'm going to... Oh, it's expensive ordering supplies. I've got loads of these. I'm going to make some. The engineers are done. Right, let's do that. So, who wants to work where? Would prefer to work in the engineering depot. That was the first one that was easy then, wasn't it? He would also prefer to work there. Would prefer not to work in the engineering depot. So it's this one. We're going to put them on there. They're on the 12-hour shift, so that's fine. The chemical stuff. We're going to get those back in 11 hours. Let's see if there's any improvements we can make with our stuff. I mean, there's always improvements. It's going to take 7 orders. Right, so this is the hydrotherapy. In all wards, it decreases the chance of complications by 25%. It increases the chance of simplications and increases the chance of success. That's a massive improvement. It uses most of my orders. This one increases the chance of success. Increases the amount of supplies used during operations. Okay. And decreases rehab time. Whereas this one... Ooh, this increases the chance of simplications by 100%. It does... Okay. That's interesting. They're both nice improvements. What can we do for the chemical one, though? Oh, is that just a... That's not a choice. That is just a one or the other. It is a nice bonus. This is the advanced dressing station. We've not really done anything with this, have we? That would help there. We got that one, right? Yeah, we did. A lot of things that we haven't done. The breathing machine. The electromagnet decreases time of operations by 25%. Just in the surgery ward. But 25% decrease in time is massive, isn't it? And this is the casualty clearing station. More beds. Tourniquet. Oh, there's this thing? That's an expensive upgrade going up there. Decreases the speed of patient condition. It's probably going to be worth it. I'm thinking we'll... the other thing, production. I was looking at the food cost, wasn't I? What's that one up there? Decreases... decreases the amount of rations used by 10%. It uses a lot of orders up there. So that's generally a 20% decrease in rations, which is good. I'm thinking of going that. The whole grain bread recipe. Oh, no, that's useful. Okay, they're both useful. Everything's useful. This is a problem. Keep note that the engineer will be finished at 8 PM. Cheers, guys. I'll let you guys give me a shout when that happens. The scouts? Increase the number of available scout teams by 1. I guess we have to buy them. That is 3 orders. I'm thinking we're going to go for some of the healing stuff here. This is massive. This could work. This is all wards, simplifications, and operation success chance. I think we've got to do that. It's a longish one, so we've got this guy though. It's 8 hours. It shouldn't be because I'm pretty sure he reduces construction time by 25%. But it doesn't matter. He's on it. Oh, and we've got to see what this is as well. That was the whole point of saving the game, wasn't it? HQ requested to send chemical medicine supplies as they're experiencing shipment delays. If we do so, they'll repay us in staff permits. Lose 14 to gain 2. That's a lot. Send them. We'll take it. We'll take it and we'll instantly order an engineer. Because I can't order engineers. I'm maxed out on engineers. That's what I was thinking I was going to do. Maybe not then. Okay, well, we'll bank that and we'll maybe upgrade the engineers' housing fairly soon and get that going. He doesn't have that perk? I thought that guy did have that perk. Let's have a look on... We need the staff overview. He is... Oh, slightly. He slightly decreases construction time, so it's not massive. Okay. I forgot the other thing I was going to look at there. It'll come to me. Oh, we're probably going to look at this. I was going to hold those and wait and see what the result of that is, wasn't I? Okay. Okay, well let's get those done. We're going to do better at operations, and they're going to come out. Are they going to come out faster? They might. Simplifications might. Game's bugged out. You finished with the tutorial and you can't hire personnel because it bugged out in the dock to hire screen. You can't click and spend your resources. Ah, sorry to hear that, Commander Grados. I had the bug out with the game yesterday, trying to assign perks to a character when they leveled up. It sucks when that happens. Yeah. I mean, the game needs a bit of polish. It absolutely does, but I think there's a good base game here. I don't know about...
Operation was successful.
I don't know about replay value. Once I've gone through this once, would I want to go through again? I don't know how scripted it is. It would need more random encounter for me to play through it again, but it's nice that you can choose to start at later chapters once you've played through them. Like I'll now be able to start at chapter 2 having reached it, if I wanted to do future games. You feel it's a bit rushed? I think most games feel a bit rushed these days. Some feel like badly rushed. This isn't badly rushed, but this is definitely... It definitely needs a little bit of work still. Okay, things are going okay, so I'm going to speed this up until we get something disastrous happen. Let me have a look at this and make sure I haven't... No, it's okay. No one's set to die yet, so that's good. And we're keeping on top of that. And as soon as our engineers finish, we can get some working in there. This is okay. I could have working one in each, actually, and then we're producing 0.5 per hour. It won't be such much of a problem when these come back. Okay, let's do that. Oh, the Friar's Dilemma. Friar Tuck's monastery looks old and sturdy, but there are signs of recent fighting. Broken windows and doors, scattered pieces of equipment, and broken bottles of mead. Friar Tuck seems bashful when he sees the scouts. Embarrassed, he tries to apologise for the state of the monastery, but after a little encouragement, he tells the scouts what happened. According to him, they were robbed by a group of muggers and deserters. They came to the monastery claiming to be seeking refuge for the night, and the friars decided to let them in. However, the muggers quickly turned to violence when their demands were not satisfied, destroying the furniture, attacking the monks, and then stealing all the supplies, mead, and valuables that they could. That sucks. We could hunt down the muggers that attacked the friars. Not really our job. Offer to take them to the hospital. What would they count as? Civilians? Or would they count as possible medical staff? Or... I mean, they've got skills. These guys have skills. They've produced medical equipment. They might count as engineers. Although that's pushing things a bit. You're losing patients with no chance of failure and complication. Shouldn't be zero chance of failure. There should be a low chance, but I'm surprised. I don't think there's ever a zero chance in this. Hunt would probably give you supplies. Yeah, but what supplies? It might be something that I just don't need, or it might be something awesome. I'll offer to hunt. They won't want to come to the hospital. They won't want to leave this place. Let's hunt them down. Friar Tuck tells the scouts that they do not support violence and wanted nothing to do with it, but without supplies, not only the monastery but also many villages will be left without medicine and care. With a heavy heart, he accepts the scouts' offer, but asks them to at least give the muggers a chance to surrender peacefully. Understood. So, battle time. This is really well timed, actually. Okay. So the shit is about to hit the fan.
We have wounded soldier.
That doesn't indicate that that's finished, actually. We've got 11 wounded in the trenches. Okay, so my medic station... Sorry. My medic station is about to really kick off here. These guys are working on 12-hour shifts. I think we switched them straight to 24 hours. Because we need those guys going straight out and getting them. I can't put more men in, sadly. The cemetery is about to get busy. And we might need to apply them to the casualty clearing. So the nurses, it's about to get busy, folks. So get ready for this. The engineers are working on that. It's okay, we can assign people where they need to be shortly. And the scouts probably have a new mission to do. So let's go take a look. Oh, sorry, wrong button. That one. So, preview teams. Don't go to the hospital. Go to the monastery life. Scout team tracks down the muggers that robbed Friar Tuck's monastery to recover the stolen goods. Assign. Oh, only 7 hours. Okay. You never really know how long those missions are going to take until you press the assign button, but it's fine. Oh, are you still in the tutorial, Commander Grados? There are some characters that died on the operating table in the tutorial, and you're right, it is to do the... so you need to then... then it can tell you how to use a cemetery, basically, and set that bit up. Could be that. Okay, so that lot's coming in. The engineers are working.